I'd say one of the first gigs that I gotten was this all-girl group, Royals. That was the first time I got to like record vocals and actually do the mix. I had recorded a couple of vocals, and they were like, "Oh, we'll give you a shot at like trying to mix one of the songs," and did the first one, and they were just like super thrilled about it. Was able to like put it on the console and just really like go in on it and make it sound great, and they were loving it. So I got to do the whole record, and it was like 15 songs, and that was the first time that I like really learned time management and a mix. It was always working at home mixing, and it would take me a week, 2 weeks to actually like knock out a song. But like being in the studio, time is money, so I had to learn to get the song done today, because I had 14 more to do over the next 2 weeks. So it was a learning experience for sure. I got to where I am from regular kind of school to intern to assistant and to engineer. I went to Full Sail. I was going to actually school for building construction, and then was going to get the job and kind of realized like, Mom, I really don't want to do this, I don't think. So we had a conversation, and music was always the thing, so talked her into letting me go to Full Sail. And then after I graduated, I was able to get an internship at Avatar Studios and worked there for about 2 years. And that was when I had met Artie Smith and was able to find Troy Germano and like get to where I am today, working on all these awesome records. The best advice I could give to an aspiring engineer would be to just get to work. It's already something that you should be doing every day. Just open up a computer and playing with audio somehow, whether it's music or anything. There's nothing that is like real experience. If you have to go to school to be able to get that studio gig, then go to school, but don't go to school forever, 4 years, 6 years, to just like to learn about how to do it. Just get what you need to learn how to do it so you can get in and actually doing it and getting coffee for musicians and working your way up the ladder. I think one of the unique things that I like to do is just I love effects. I think they're just great. We have a ton of them, so why not use them? When you can get audio just like completely mangled and it's like literally on the brink of destruction and the whole thing's just about to fall apart, that's where some of the most beautiful sounds are. And I try to just find that right where it's about to just go terrible, but leave it there. And that's where almost like that's taste, is like where to actually, set it and forget it. And just that's the sound. And I've had great success with it. People like the where I put the knobs. I think one of the things that sets me apart is I always am in mix mode. I try to always make it sound like a finished record. Even if we're just recording, I try to find what vocal effects or effects on the track that we can do to really like start solidifying the mix and push it towards a certain vibe, so we're making decisions and trying to get to like a finished product instead of just like, oh, let's record the vocal and put a little reverb on it and like, okay, let's just get great vocal takes. Like, I want it to sound like a record as we're doing it. Basically, it's all on the vibe with the artist. That's what's great with being in studios. It's just the engineer and the artist, and you're trying to get on the same wavelength. So I know if I like do something, if I put a crazy effect on something and then I see, by just their face, they're like, nah, yeah, that's the wrong one. Go a different route, hit a different road. But when you see that, like, the eyes perk up and, like, you're like, oh, whoa, it's like, all right, yeah, I'll keep going. Like, well, you still got the smile on the face. Okay, what if I put another effect on? I'll put a flanger on this one and just keep going to town on it. And, like, then they're like, dude, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, perfect. We just did that today. Getting the artist excited, exactly, is one of the things that, like, makes me happy and, like, feels that I did a good part of the day. A good thing in the day was just, like, to make them happy.